Hi everyone, so I wanted to film a video really on the idea of manifestation. So you hear a lot about it now. Everyone's talking about manifesting on social media. You hear that word all the time, manifest, manifest, manifest. But a lot of times people aren't really realizing what is it behind manifestation to make it work. What is that key? What is that success to really start attracting everything you want into your experience? How do we really go from manifesting to really becoming living in that reality of what we want, that chosen reality? What a good word, chosen, because we are choosing, even if we don't think we are. We're choosing by our vibration, by our energy, what the thoughts we practice, our mood, our vibration, our day to day, our step by step with connecting to the universe, with tapping in to your inner being, to trusting, to surrendering. So really ask yourself first, are you doing any of those things I've said? Are you really paying attention to what you're thinking and how you're feeling? Really ask yourself that. Take a moment right now. And if you feel like, okay, maybe I am a little bit, maybe not at all, or maybe sometimes, or you are really working on this to try and manifest and create the life you want, but you feel like maybe something's missing. Well, really ask yourself, first off, where's your belief in all that? Are you really believing that the dreams you want, the desires you desire, are believable for you and your experience? And a lot of times, people who I work with will really say they don't actually believe that that will happen in their life. They really don't believe that they're worthy of that manifestation, of that desire. But you really have to just come from a place that you have to start telling yourself you are a worthy being of everything you ask for. Now, this statement might help you a little bit, or just let me give you some insight to really help you believe it a bit more. And that is that when you have gone through life, whatever age you might be, in this lifetime, in this energy, in this journey, you have done a lot of asking through your life. Every time you have lived an experience you do not want to experience, you have really, your inner being has held on to the answer, to the solution of that experience or that moment or that emotion you do not want to feel. Your inner being is living the answer, living the solution. But our physical bodies, our mind state, our reality might not be that. But you can match your reality to your inner being's reality. And that's really connecting with your soul. It's really connecting with your inner being, however name you might like to call it. And you do that by feeling good. As much as you can, feel good. Line up to thoughts, emotions that feel good. You are vibrating to how your inner being is vibrating. So it's just like you are just lining up. So let's say your inner being could be across the street and you're on the other side. If you want to cross that street and go be over to that answer, to that solution, you must feel good first. You must be thinking thoughts and feeling emotions that feel good. So how do you know that? Well, pay attention to how you're feeling and what you're thinking. It is really just such an important thing. It's tapping in, it's knowing, it's really shifting through your emotional system and knowing what thoughts you're thinking feel good and what thoughts that you're thinking don't feel good. And then make a choice to deliberately choose the thoughts that feel good. But that's the thing that humans really don't do. They will keep reaching for that negative feeling thoughts without even being aware of that. So, and the reason why is because we have now built so much momentum behind kind of that negative thought system that it's just easier to grab. When I learned this through just my spiritual practice, I was like, oh my God, like literally bells went off. I was like, it all makes sense now, because it's really all about that. When you're thinking a negative thought, you've created momentum behind that thought. So the next day when you wake up in the morning and you kind of go back to that same thought system or thought pattern, it's easier because you have already been thinking those thoughts. You've already practiced that. The momentum's behind it. So your mind easily goes into that direction. It will go that direction, whatever it, because when you really think about it, if you haven't thought thoughts like this, oh, it feels good to wake up today. Oh, the sun is out today. Today's going to be a new day. Today's going to be amazing. Today's going to feel good. And yeah, there's a lot of humans that are deliberately thinking those thoughts and feeling that emotion behind it. But then there's a good piles of a lot who aren't thinking those thoughts. They're thinking, I have to get up today, or I have to get to work, or I have to make the coffee, I have to wake up my children, I have to take them to school, oh, I'm tired, oh, I didn't sleep well, oh, my back hurts. Those are the thoughts where our mind just tend to gravitate towards. But a lot of times it's because that is what just life has taught us to think that, unfortunately. A lot of times society, what we've seen, what we've been programmed to think, it's been more on the negative side. It's been on more the side, oh, I have to go do this. Oh, I have to go to work. I have to go make a living. It's that type of, it's that energy, when instead we should be teaching people, teaching kids, teaching this in schools, teaching this around a workspace, around the globe. This is what we should be teaching. It feels good to wake up, and if the sun isn't shining, I know there's sunshine up there, and I know today's a new day, and it feels good to feel good. Little thoughts like that will change everything. It will change the direction of your life. So if you're feeling stuck right now, if you feel like things haven't been manifesting, you haven't been attracting what you want, keep watching this. I'll keep filming videos to try to help you get to where you want to be. But you have to really start listening and being aware of what thoughts you're thinking and how you're feeling inside. What is your vibration? What is your mood? What is your tone for that day? What is your energy for that day? So start asking yourself those questions. That is big when it comes into manifestation. That is just something that a lot of people will start saying, I'm a manifestor, I want to manifest this, I want to do this. But that's the huge step. It's, what are you thinking? What are you believing? What are you believing that can come into your experience? So when you start feeling good thoughts, like thought patterns like that, you can start really believing in your worthiness. You can really start believing that you should be having that dream. You should be having that desire, that you have every right to be worthy, to own that, to manifest that, to create that, to experience that, to live that. That is really what it comes down to. But ask yourself, what beliefs have you picked up on your human trail through life that have made you really not believe that you're worthy of those dreams, those desires? So really ask yourself, what false beliefs have you been feeding your mind, feeding your energy into thinking that you're not worthy of what you desire? So that's the first thing when it comes to manifesting. What are you believing in? What do you actually believe in and what do you not? So let's say, yeah, there's a lot of things that you don't believe in. We'll just start from a general subject, start slow, really come from a place of loving energy. Start saying things to yourself that, I know everything's in good timing. Things are always working out for me. Today's going to be a good day. So really general statements where you're not being so specific and you're doing statements that you can actually believe in. Not being like, okay, I believe that I'm going to manifest $1 billion tomorrow. So a lot of humans aren't going to really believe in that type of statement. But when you start from statements going a little bit more general and a little bit more softer in the approach and what you can believe in, that's when you can really then start moving into the bigger things where I can manifest that trip to the Maldives. I can manifest, the having a baby. I can manifest that dream job. I can manifest that Ferrari I want. I can manifest having good relationships with my family members. I can manifest just traveling and having sums of money and that coming into my bank account daily. I can manifest this. I can manifest these people. I can manifest beautiful dinners around the world, traveling, whatever it may be that you want in life. And, we all want, it's great to desire many, many things because you're living such a fulfilling life by creating. We are here to be creators, and that is not told to us. That is really, when you're little, you're not really told, oh, you're here to be a creator. You're here to carve out your own life, to carve the path and create as much as you can so you can just keep evolving and expanding as a being. And that's really what I believe we are all here for. And yeah, it took me a bit. It took me a while. I always really kind of knew that because when I was younger, I was like, anything is possible. And I'm so grateful that I had that mindset at a really young age, because there's a lot of people out there who really do believe it's impossible. They believe in that word. It's so sad. That word is horrible. And other people have trained them from their experience in life or have put thoughts that aren't even your thoughts. And that's the thing. There's also a lot of energy we hold from just past lives, from ancestors, everything, from timelines, from that. So you have to ask what energy is really mine and what is not mine. Ask what's serving you and what isn't serving you. So those are really big steps when it's becoming an actual manifester. You really have to realize what is it that you believe that you are worthy in. And you have to really start approaching, as time goes on, that you are worthy of anything you've asked for. Because in your life experience, if that experience made you want something, want a solution, want an answer, want a desire from that experience, the universe has already answered it. There's no such thing in timing when it comes to the law of attraction working. The timing part is, how long are you going to keep yourself in that vibrational pattern to a non-match to things you want? And sometimes there's a lot of humans out there that keep themselves in that match almost their whole life because they're looking at their what is, looking at what's going on, and not seeing the potential, not seeing that the universe is here for them, that life is here for you. It is happening for you. A lot of people will say, well, that's just life. No, you have to change how you're saying things to the universe. Because if you're a believer in law of attraction, which it is, it's like gravity, law of attraction. But a lot of people a lot of people don't believe that. But I'm just saying, if you're asking and if you want to become a manifester, you have to realize that the energy, the vibration, the thought patterns you're thinking have to be a match to your desires. So ask yourself, what are you thinking? How are you feeling? Where are your beliefs? The next big thing when it comes to manifesting is, yes, you can think a thought and you can manifest it into your experience. That's really what, if you look at manifestation, it's manifesting from that way. But a lot of people don't realize it's actually how you manifest is you must, and I just tapped into that and just said it, that you have to match the vibration of what you are asking for. So you have to become that feeling. You have to become that desire. You have to see yourself as that desire. You have to visualize yourself. You have to feel it. You have to have your inner being, your source energy, feel that desire. That is how you get to there. That is how you get to your desires. But a lot of people will be stuck into that vibration where they can't get there from there. They cannot see actually what they want to create and manifest in life. It is just too out there for them. It's not possible when anything is possible. And really, you have to start believing that. You have to start saying statements like that. You have to match your energy to that just positivity, that expectation, that just being very optimistic. That's the word. Knowing and expecting and feeling good. That is how you really become a manifester. So if you want to manifest everything you want in your life, but you do this step by step, time by time, trusting the universe, surrendering, feeling good, being an attracting being like you are, we are all able to attract what we want into our experience. But you have to really look inward first. What thoughts are you thinking? What energy are you feeling? What are you vibrating to? And what beliefs are you thinking? What do you believe to your core? And you have to ask yourself, and if those beliefs aren't beliefs that are serving you, you have to find a way to change those beliefs softly and just try your best to do that day by day. I hope that helped. If you have any questions below, I know it kind of was maybe like a lot thrown at you, but I'll try to do a bit more videos where I can make it maybe more in depth and also a little bit more simple, so we can just try to really work together on creating the life it is that you do want. And people, I'm telling you, everything you want is already answered, but it is your choice if you're going to line up to that answer or not. It is up to you. That is how manifesting works. It's your choice to become that energy, become that vibration. But sometimes people can't get there from there because they're too stuck. They're too worried on what is or what already happened, or not seeing what can happen, what can be. They're not seeing that their life can be beautiful. It can be. And there's a lot of energy, there's a lot of things going on, it's a lot, but I just want to try to make it a way where I can help people to understand a bit better on how manifestation works and how manifesting works. And I prefer the word attracting, being an attracting being. What are you attracting into your experience? Because that's really taking control of you. It's really, you're stepping into that, knowing and understanding that you control your own reality. You create your own reality. You're not blaming anybody for what's coming to you. And that is the true power of being a manifester and being a creator. And we are creating beings here to create a good life on planet Earth, a happy life. So you have to ask yourself, what thoughts, what feelings, what are you doing to create your experience? And then once you realize that, and you're not liking what you're creating, you can now start from a general place where you start believing that you are worthy of everything you're asking for. And then that's how you can become that master of manifesting, of being a manifester, being your own creator, and creating the life that you really do desire in this lifetime, in this time-space reality that you are in. Well, thank you for watching. I hope that helped. If you have any questions, please comment below.